Hello everybody, it is Regulus here and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. We are starting off literally, basically pretty much etc. where we ended off because I'm having so much fun recording and didn't really want to stop, so I just started recording the next episode straight a bloody way. And we're going to talk to Griff because we did pick up an item at the end of the last episode.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Related to Griff.
You know who you look like? The moon.
The moon?
I bet you hear that all the time, don't you?
Oh my god, I'm trying to fix my mic. I'm sorry if there's any rumbling. Okay. So he is definitely on his Druidine now that we gave it back to him. But pull out the sparkler card that you got from a dying man. I reckon it belongs to Griff.
He turns the card over and holds it up to the light, smirking.
Got your hands on my sparkler, did you? Well, put it to good use. The louses I have at the card table could use a good shake-up.
Okay, so Griff basically just gave us our next optional quest, which of course we're gonna do. And that is that there is some card players up this way who normally, if you try and speak to them, will challenge you to cards, cheat, and try and swindle you, and you'll have to fight
The
them.
woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
First, we're going to talk to this lady.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me.
How about you squeeze back, Mara?
I can't. I can barely even catch my breath.
Now, if you have Iphone on your team, she will start screaming at him and all of that jazz, but we don't.
1 minute you're in the garden in the sun, the next you're here, and they've put this thing around your neck.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made.
Okay. So you can see over on that table over there, we actually did pick up a book, which we are going to sort this by type. In case we did pick up another crafting book. So if you read these yellow books a lot of the time, basically, reading all the books is probably a good idea, purely because it's, what am I trying to say? Yes, it gives you crafting recipes and all the rest. And we do have this crest, Sahila's crest, but we can't put it on at the moment because we all have our source collars on, which means you can't equip anything around your neck.
Look here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do.
Hello, Ralvo.
Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house.
Sure, I'll accept your invitation.
Off to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
Thanks.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
What does the sparkler do? I've never actually used it. Lay it down though.
Ralvo's eyes linger on the table, where the card lies as innocent as a piece of cardboard can be. His gaze travels up your torso to meet your eyes.
Uh-oh.
Now, where'd you get a thing like that, mate?
Say it doesn't matter where you got it. Rules are rules, and the sparkler always wins.
Ralvo counts out the entirety of the table's pot without breaking eye contact.
Go.
Excuse me? Did you give me my reward? I'm not sure if you did.
Huh? What are you doing here? Thought Griff had you making the rounds inside.
Play along and say you got off early.
You. See you later, Christoph.
Oh, I'm Christoph now, boys.
Hope you're behaving yourself, Freshie.
Okay, you're not interested.
What are you after, Pipsqueak?
Beg your pardon, say you're just trying your best to stay out of trouble.
Going around poking Griff's guard ain't the way to do it. In fact, I'd go ask him if he's got a spot for you on his team. Joining up's the best way to survive, if that's what you're after.
Cool. So, yeah, that's the first time I've ever actually used the sparkler card. I'm assuming we got a bunch of money from it. It didn't pop up, but, I'm assuming so. But, yeah, I've never used it before. Normally I talk to them and then end up killing them. But yeah, that's good. Again, another little quest that chances are you're going to find them before you find the sparkler card. So it's, one of those extra little tings. Now, what is this on the map that we're right near, apparently? Fort Joy Square, but is it... Oh, yes, there is a quest here because believe if we take a little sneak around here, there should be a lever somewhere nearby. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong, but almost certain. Who has the most wits on our team? Because I don't know if any of us actually have any wits. Yeah, we are all running real low on the wits. But yeah, there is definitely some form of lever around here. I'm just not 120% sure quite yet. We will have to come back and find it. That's okay though. Plenty for us to do in the meantime. Now, I'm not sure if we can speak to Griff again.
You're back.
No.
Perhaps if those bleeding
Okay.
toads didn't eat so much.
So now, that's right, it is about time, I believe, to go and fight some crocodilians. Now, before combat, I would say it's never a bad idea to drop a save. So we will be doing that before we enter this combat. All the other combat so far hasn't been anything crazy, so I haven't been too worried about saving. But this time we will, and we just pick up another book. Not broken bottle. I don't want to. No, stop, please. Thank you. Read that. Got 2 new recipes. That's right. And then we will drop a nice little save here. YouTube Def Edition. Overwrite that. And we are good to freaking go. Now we really need to sneak into these boys because the crocodilians are a dangerous sort, because they have the ability to basically fire oil onto the floor, and we do not want to get caught up in that. So we need to try and sneak all of our characters into different positions. He is looking directly at me. When you're in sneak, you can see their line of sight, so basically you want to try and avoid them seeing you, because although you are sneaking, none of my characters really have any good sneak, so we don't want to waste our, what am I trying to say? We don't want to waste our sneaking abilities, and we want to try and get as advantageous positioning as possible before they see us. I think what I just said made sense, but I'm too focused on trying to sneak to realize. Now, the Red Prince is obviously terrible at sneaking. You can see his spear and his tail sticking out from behind the barrel. Now, the closer we can get, the better, but I don't like our chances of getting particularly close with our melee characters. Actually, with Sabine, it may be slightly beneficial to come up this way, because she does have a, like a teleport-ish ability. Oh, how did you not see us? I don't know. Get a bit closer with Losa. That looks pretty good. And then, for our first objective, is he going to get close enough to the... Oh, he's seen one of us. Okay. We've got to go around to all of our characters and get out of sneak. Maybe we can get a bit closer with him. He cannot quite battering ram. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to see us because he's not... We're not in his line of sight. Oh, this is great. Oh, that's so good. We can just go straight through him. Oh, the knockdown. That is why you need to maneuver your characters around. I actually didn't realize that I would be able to do that, because I would have done that with all the characters if I knew. But that's alright. We're gonna backlash this saltwater crocodile. That's right. Go for a stab. And then we are going to shift ourselves in this direction a little bit to avoid getting caught with the Red Prince if they use any form of AoE attack on us. Sadly, we can't reach the other crocodilians, but he is about to fossil strike us, which is the exact ability I was worried about. And this crocodile can teleport, because he is holding the teleportation gloves that we are here to retrieve. So now it's Fane's turn. There is a blood surface, so we can summon a lovely blood infusion right there. And we will also use our other 2 action points to summon a blood totem. Lovely, jovely. So since we summoned him on blood, we have the mosquito swarm ability. And I think taking out the saltwater crocodile boy here is the best course of action because he is the most dangerous. Now what we can do is slow this guy down with our fossil strike and then use our searing daggers to shoot at him. And I also want to shoot at him. We can reach that guy. So we'll fire daggers at all three of them with the attempt to light as many possible on fire and attempt to knock down this dangerous boy. Lovely. And then go for a straight up crippling blow on this one. Awesome. That stops him from waking up. And since we killed him, we got execution. So we got another 2 action points to burn that crocodile. Then we can shift ourselves just further enough away from the fire, hopefully. Now this crocodile is coming for the Red Prince. Ooh, the Red Prince gets targeted like crazy. We gotta be careful. Need to give him as much physical armor as possible, I think. So we should probably go for this crocodile since we are close enough to go for him. That was all of our turn because we used it last turn. And we will summon a fire totem. As I said, I believe you can have up to 3 totems at a time. So if we can have all 3 up, that's just a ton more damage for us. Move a bit closer and let our totem take a shot there. We will move to the edge of this place and encourage our teammates that are within range. Unfortunately, actually, we can use this, which will set enemy characters alight. Lovely. Now the Red Prince is struggling a little bit, but if we go for a solid hit on that crocodile, we almost took him out, but not quite. But I believe we can use the Farsight infusion to take him out before he hits the Red Prince again. And then move up close in case that crocodile decides to move. The Blood Totem finishes him off. Lovely, jubbly. That was a good fight, guys. We did much better than we did against just that single guy who tried to attack us. I'm impressed. Now again, we should use our bedroll to heal up. There is looting of the crocodiles to be done. And here you can see we got our gloves of teleportation, who I will equip to Thane because he is our main character and it's good to have that teleport ability sitting in your inventory. Now I can remove some of this stuff from my skill bar at the moment and put the teleport in there so that we can use it to teleport our friends or foes if need be. Now you may also notice we got a bunch of body parts, and if we sort by type, I actually did mean to show you guys, I think last episode, what exactly we can do with those body parts. So we will send them all to Sabile, because she is of course our elf in the group. And let's have a look. So first off, we have a wretched torso.
Is overshadowed by a terrifying death, a tempest of teeth, scales and snarls. You never imagined it would end like this.
So that was actually the man that was eaten by these crocodiles right here. We have a head.
You are ever sodden, ever sandy. The smell of guts and sea waste cling to you like a ghost. You sought freedom, the life of a seaman, but you didn't find it.
Oh, that's sad. So you can also unlock certain skills and I think some quest things using the consumption of body parts. So it's good to eat as many as you can.
You feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are Finn.
Now, if you remember correctly, Finn was the man that got murdered on the
Your heart
boat.
is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. You met him. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them. Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk.
And we know that's Windigo,
She reaches
not
a
so
hand
friendly.
toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. you return to yourself with a jolt.
Bam. So that's what happened to Finn. Windigo offed him. So we can eat intestines. We do gain health, but they don't give us any sort of vision. Now we have another head.
You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog. It was your order who did it. How can this be?
Oh, the elven homelands got destroyed? But we did just learn the first aid skill, which is kind of exciting. But we need the huntsman ability to use that, so we may have to take that at some point so we can heal up our fellow teammates. That seems quite helpful.
Across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
So we have to rescue someone named Verdas. Another thing to keep in mind.
Joy, you feel excited. A new environment to explore. New people to meet. New challenges to overcome. Who knows what could happen here?
Now, of course, we know that person died because we have their arm. Unless they chopped their arm off. Magilla, who is holding a sharp piece of metal and some other fun little things, including a axe, broom, which is actually a weapon. Now we shall read that book we just picked up. It is just a journal, but it is good to flick through any books you find, even if you're not going to read them, because they can provide you with some information. Now we did just see something hidden, which, where is it? What did I just spot that was hidden? Oh, down there. Oh, I almost missed that. Let's dig up this sand pile, shall we? See what lies beneath. A chest with a magical elven staff, a crafting bible, and a decent amount of gold. Let's read that book, shall we? A veritable tome of knowledge teaches you a plethora of handy adventuring recipes. 6 new recipes learned. Wow, that's really good. Okay, and we also pick up a staff, which, you know what, we'll equip it, because why the heck not? It is a melee weapon, but does have a fire ability, and we don't seem to have been using our wands much with Fane at the moment, because we're constantly attacking with our infusions. Now, I do believe in Definitive Edition, the summoners did get a bit of a buff, actually. Some of their abilities got improved, so I'm kind of excited to give that a go. So, next up, I do believe that we have an objective. Now, we could speak to this guy who wanted us to teleport him, but I don't think I want to go through that quest part quite yet, because it is pretty dangerous, and if you're not well leveled, you may struggle a little bit because you'll have to fight some pretty bad enemies. So instead, we are going to go this way to the location that I said we needed teleport gloves to get the items. So that is exactly where we're going right now. Through the little vines here to the hidden alcove.
I wonder where this leads.
And you can see there's a dead human. Now the thing is, if we weren't playing as Fane, this is where you normally find Fane, crouched above this body trying to work out how to remove the face. Luckily, we are playing as Fane, so we don't have to worry about that. We will put these new pants on, and we are starting to look better and better each time. So you can see there is a lovely, lovely chest right here, which we can now use our teleportation gloves to teleport right to us. And is there going to be anything good in it? That's actually one of the worst RNGs I've had for that chest before. Normally you get at least like one piece of armor or weapon. Instead, we just got a bit of gold. Now, gold's obviously good because it's a really good way to get skill books. I find that's one of the best things to buy with gold. How much do we even have on us at the moment? We've got about 700 gold, which is pretty good. We could get a few skill books for that. Not sure quite what we need yet for what characters, but you know, more gold the better. Okay, we're gonna head back in this way now, and I believe it may be our next point of action to go and fight some frogs. That's right, guys. I may be misremembering
Think of a thing like this.
exactly how high leveled the frogs are, but I think that's our next go. We will save beforehand once again, just in case, because you can never be too cautious. So we're going to go all the way down here to this cave, and honestly, like I said, look at Fane. He is looking absolutely killer. Bloody wonderful. Okay, into the cave. Time to remove some frogs. Actually, we should probably speak to Sahelia, because we freed her friend.
I sense he is free. He comes. He comes back to me.
Yeah, he's literally right next to you.
You are all right.
Can I speak
I am
to
fine, Amiral.
him?
I am fine. I know they help us.
Yes, they do. It is as you say.
He's really tall. Oh no, he's just standing on a
Sit,
bunch of
my
blankets.
friend. Come.
As you say. As you say.
I hope he gets better, because he looks like he's not doing too well with the pulsing purple colour. Okay, where's he gonna sit? I don't know if something happens here. You don't look like you're sitting, friend.
This is very good. Sahelia is all right. I still protect her. She does not die here. She does not die here. Thank you.
Glad I was able to help.
Do not forget what I ask of you. Sahelia cannot stay here. She is too important, too rare. Our people must find her.
What will you and Sahelia do now that you're reunited?
I heal. We count on you still. To tell the elves who remain, the elves who roam, to bring them here. She is not lost here. Anyone can be lost, but not her.
I've got to say, Amiro, your devotion to her is
It
impressive.
is not devotion to Sahelia. It is devotion to all. To the world. She is very special. She sees how we will survive. The void woken. The dead divine. She leads us back home.
Say in that case, you were glad to have been of service.
All of luck to you. Do not forget what I give you. Take it to the elves who roam the mainland. They come here. They save her. They save all of us.
I see it.
Lovely jubbly. That is great. We've got a bunch of objective quest marker things there. So we need to find the elves when we leave Fort Joy. Again, another thing we've got to remember. Can I not move that? You know what I can do though? Another cool thing, the teleport gloves basically allow you to teleport almost anything out of the way. So stuff like that is no problem for you. So what we will do is we will attack this barrel, spill that water, and get rid of the poison. Because although Fame can go through, no one else can. Now we should do a bit of a save here. Let's do a new save and call it... Oh my goodness, I opened my Steam menu. Whoopsie daisy, YouTube Def Ed 2. Lovely jubbly, just in case we get into a spot of trouble up here. Now there is a melted dwarf up there which doesn't particularly seem like a good thing at all. Now I gotta make sure that we didn't just pick up a weapon that is better. I guess we'll sort by type. No, we didn't. His weapon is still superior. Now one thing we should do is clear everybody apart once again, because we don't want to all get ambushed in the one spot. Basically at any point, you never want that to happen, because most enemies
Something isn't
have,
right here. It could be an ambush.
as she just said, most enemies have some form of AoE attack looming in the wings, and you don't particularly want to have to deal with getting AoE'd by someone. So the Red Prince will be our fodder if necessary. Who else do I need to move? Losi is the one. So I'm gonna move Losa. I think it's Losa, but it looks like Losi, so I always call her Losi. Move Losa to there. Then I'm actually gonna move our boy up on this ridge, and then move Sabeel this way some more. Now this sneaking seems to be going quite well because there is no current enemies that have any idea where we are. Now you may be wondering, what are you talking about? There's no enemies at all. You can see the whole area, there is no one. And by that, you would be wrong. And I will show you exactly why. The bad frogs are here to play, and I didn't realize that we would all be removed from sneak instantly. That's a bit annoying. Okay, so I can't actually hit any of these guys, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Kind of annoyed. The Red Prince is actually in the worst position he could be in. But we are going to move towards this dangerous charged amphibian and attempt to knock him over. That is very helpful. They can also jump and are immune to poison. And for some reason, every enemy in this game currently wants to target the Red Prince. Now we are going to summon ourselves a water infusion. May not have been the best idea in the world because I do believe that the charged amphibian is... he might be immune to poison or immune to aerothurge. I'm not sure. Not poison, sorry. Water or aerothurge. I'm not 100% sure. But we are going to move our infusion up this way. Thank you for avoiding the poison. As close as we can to this amphibian. Luckily he was knocked down, so there isn't much he could do just then. And we will fire our slowing oil at him and then pummel him with some fire. Light that frog up. He jumped, but he's still on fire luckily. He is poisoning Losa. A bit unfortunate. Now we can get the Red Prince out of harm's way by charging this amphibian and once again knocking it down. I still hate this fact that this bloody amphibian's up here, so we can't actually hit him with the Red Prince, which is a bit of annoying. But he is going to spit on us again and light us on fire. That is really unfortunate. The Red Prince is taking a beating and a half. Not a fan, but we are going to... oh, we can't even do that. Are you kidding me? But we are going to do in that case is teleport this venomous amphibian into the poison because he's on fire. So that lights him up. And then cast a fire totem. Because that can actually hurt it. There we go, took him out. Now Losa... you are in the fire right here, but, I mean the poison. You want to get as close as you can, but only use 2 AP. Thank you. And then we need to encourage. Now I do actually think we need to get a decent healing unit on this team because of the fact that currently we don't have one. Now let's use that. Oh my goodness, I forgot that it pretty much does, like, attacks all fire, all poison stuff in the area as well as enemies. So light poison and oil and everything up. Ooh, nice shot on the amphibian. I think the Red Prince, yep, is dying again. That is very frustrating. We need to do something to help the Red Prince out because he is currently in a bad place. Okay, electric discharge is a bit of a shame. When does Sabeel get a turn? I feel like Sabeel's had like no turns. Let's cast another fire totem just to do as much damage as we can. And then we are going to... no, we're not going to do that actually. We're going to use the Farsight infusion on this boy. We can just reach him luckily. Lovely. And then we're going to move a little bit closer this way. That charged amphibian is almost dead, but so is Losa. Okay, I need to get out of the poison. Oh, he's dead. I don't want to waste my turn looting him then. You're not dead though. So, you know what? I'm going to use the fireball scroll. Because I think my weapons are... What? I'm pretty sure... Oh, did I not use the fireball scroll? Are you kidding me? That's alright. Let's take him out. And then we just had the charged amphibian, who is way down on the list. So he is definitely out of here. How good was that? Now the Red Prince is literally the bane of our existence currently. He is very bad at this whole surviving thing. He has some mage's pants. That is really good. We'll put them on this guy and go and loot the rest of these guys. Lovely jubbly. You had some nice gloves. We have teleportation gloves on. So I think any armor we currently get, we are going to give to the Red Prince. We did have a resurrection scroll on him. No, I don't want to speak to you currently. Yeah, luckily that frog had a resurrection scroll on him, so we aren't currently using one, technically. So we're going to resurrect the Red Prince right here. Now, Princey, you need to survive, so... I know it reduces your initiative, but I'm going to give you the bucket helmet to give you that bit of extra health. Going to give you gloves. Can't really give you anything else. That's physical armor. Better than nothing. That's 4 physical armor on a standard shirt. Could probably give that to Losa, because at the moment she is looking rather weak. Now we're going to give her gloves even though they don't do anything, just because of the style factor, you know? Give her that 1 physical armor benefit. Now, there's also a chest down here, which we can once again use our magical teleportation abilities to acquire for ourselves. Now, what do we have? 60 gold and a minor healing potion. Not bad. An antler. Okay. Don't take the ooze barrel, you fool. Let me drop that. Then we can... Oh, no, I already went up those vines. Cancel. Oh, dang. Back down. Okay, so, again, Red Prince, you know, currently our weakest link, but he is great if we can keep him alive. So I think we are going to have to invest a bit more in Constitution next time, because that is health, and obviously that's very important. But we cleared out the frogs, got some decent loot from it. I do believe there is one more little secret area in here, which you may already be able to see on the map. Luckily, your companions are smart enough to not go through poison, which I've always been a big fan of. We will use the Red Prince and teleport him up to this secret What the heck? Oh, he didn't die. Thank God. He screamed like he died.
Modi's place. No grown-ups allowed. Except heroes.
So this is Modi's place. That's right, the little kid in the other part of the cave. I also like that the narrator's voice echoed because we're in a cave, which is kind of cool. And we can have a look at the adventures of a hero. This book is written in uneven scroll. We are not going to read all of that because we haven't really decided to do the whole book reading thing yet. But he does have some nice abilities going on. We got a pair of boots, which is 100% going to the Red Prince. And then we are going to teleport him back to us because he is done with his mission. Now don't scream like you did last time, because last time you sounded like you died. Lovely. Javely. Okay, time to skedaddle. Speak to Sahila in case she did... Oh, far out. Okay, Red Prince, you need to follow everyone, please. You are a part of this squad, whether you like it or not. I know we keep letting you die, but it's not my fault. Everyone else is slightly longer range than you. Okay, let's go and speak. Oh, she speaks to us.
Shall be safer. I see the good in you. I see all of you.
But you didn't like the children.
Then we make another attempt.
Now don't sit down. Far out. Oh, it's so hard to target with a controller.
Childlike grin as you approach.
What's up,
One
Sahila?
friend brings another home. Thank you.
How's Mira
He
doing?
gets better, little by little. We are together. We always get better if we are together.
Tell her Amira showed you the way out. She should join you. You will protect her.
Thank you, my friend. But only you survive the passage. I see it. You are free. We must remain.
Insist that whether she comes quietly or not, you know. I promise her it'll be a fun little trip, and before she knows it, she'll be back with her
I see
family.
your heart. You want only to help. But if you want to help me, you must go alone.
So she knows
Squeezes your
I'm gonna go and speak to the elves, and they're gonna save her,
Do
I'm
not
assuming.
forget you. Remember me too.
Oh,
Quite
rewards.
Then we make another attempt.
What do we want? I think armor is the way to go currently. This magical dagger seems really good for what's her name? Sabine. But we are going to go for the raw hide scale pants because I've said again and again we need to protect our
I
boy.
know I trust
Oh wait,
you
it's
well.
pants. I'm tripping. Okay, let's put the pants on him. Now he has even more armor. We can give Sabine the little threads there. Lovely, lovely. I think I've said that many times this series, but that's because that's how this game makes me feel. Makes me feel lovely, lovely. Okay, what quests have we got? I do believe that our next plan may be this way. I may be wrong. I'm not 100% sure of the levels in this area, but we'll find out. Hatch to the arena. And we need to see, are these guys level 3 or 4? 3, 2, 2, 5? 3. So I think they're about level 3, hopefully. So, once again though, we are going to do a save to make sure that we don't get destroyed.
Join our comrades.
We need to do some
The old
battling.
man looks you up and down and smiles.
Will you fight?
Decline
If
to
you
answer.
fight.
Because I want to speak to everyone else first.
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only one, and you have but one chance.
Okay, so she's the one we talked you to fight. So we actually do want to talk to this guy. And let's talk to everyone, shall we?
Just nice. Hoping the next batch is better than nice.
And then we'll speak to you.
She sizes you up as you approach. Her eyes narrow.
You've yet to experience the joy and pain of true combat, I see.
Smile. Protest. You've got every bit the skill and strength of any warrior.
Is that so? You droop like a dying willow and simper like a newborn vole. The spirit of the One requires an undaunted host.
Excuse me. Of course I do all that type of stuff. I'm
I
dead.
see potential in you.
Just
You have a reason to
hang on.
fight. You could go far.
When characters are talking, look at Sir Laura. Because look, he does like little jumps and tricks on his little cat. Look at that. How fun is that? So keep an eye on him if you want to look at something while they're talking. Now I'm going to ask you about the One, Mia.
The spirit of the One is everywhere. It exists beyond us, yet will someday live in one of us.
Do you really think you could become the One?
I believe
Or
you
I could become the One?
but it's not certain. That's a tale only you can tell.
Why are you encouraging me? Doesn't that create more competition for you?
I fight not to be named the One, but to reveal the One.
Well, you convinced me. I'm a believer.
It is the wise choice.
Oh, what is she doing?
Now you may enter the arena with the blessings of the One.
What blessing did you just give me? Magic shield. Magic armor plus 16.
Warfare is
Whoa.
worship.
A deep grumble emerges
That's
from
exciting.
him, as if from an endless cavern. Your bones vibrate to the rhythm of his greeting.
Well, get a load of you. You got swagger, I'll give you that. But I reckon I could squash you like a bug with just my left thumb.
Ask him about his sonorous... Oh, sorry, compliment him on his sonorous voice.
First time I spoke, Mama ran through the streets crying, "Demon!" Poor thing. Shook her to the core.
wouldn't say his voice is that crazy. There's definitely better voices in this
Sounds like
game.
A living hellspawn has its advantages, though. I can make a man shit his pants just by saying boo.
Ask him to share more information about
Ain't
himself.
much to tell. The old lady figured she might as well teach her spawn everything she knew. Thanks to her, I know which end of the sword to hold before I start swinging. Didn't know about the source in me until it was too late. Rushed out at me like some kind of flaming wind. Was nothing left of her to bury but a handful of black ash.
I can't imagine being afraid of you. You seem like such a softie.
That a joke? Either my funny bone is cracked, or you've got the wit of a drunken ogre's bollocks. I'll make a deal with you. You cut out the clowning, and I'll refrain from slicing your tongue next time I catch it wagging.
That sounds pretty fair. That does sound pretty fair. I love how he's the vast one. What does that mean? That's a bit interesting. Ask him about this place. What's it all about?
It's a fighting arena. A temple of sorts, too. You step into it when it's your turn and take whacks or whatever comes barreling towards you. Glad I found it. Spent half my life ripping apart men and mages, sometimes for pay and sometimes for fun. If I've got to be stuck in here, I might as well prove I'm the one.
Well, I'm going to prove I'm the one first.
The one is a living god. Might sound crazy to you, but it's just the way of it. You battle in the arenas. You get divine power if you come out on top.
That sounds pretty good. I think I might fight in this arena if I get divine power. What do the Magisters think of the
Don't know
arena?
about it. I didn't either till the one over there got me into it. These old ruins make a right fine battleground.
Ask him if he really thinks he's the one.
Yep. One thing the old woman taught me is to ignore anybody saying they're better than me.
We can't ignore it once I beat you.
And let me tell you, runt, by the looks of ya, I ain't got no reason to stop believing her now.
He grumbles what sounds like a farewell.
Okay, well, let's have a chat to Fola once we do a quick save, just in case.
You come to prove yourself. You good.
Assent. I want to fight.
Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do not fight more than once.
I'd like my nearby party members to join me. They are at my command. And yes, you're a liar. I do fight more than once because I will reload the save if I lose. Okay, we are getting this going already. My goodness, let's go straight up. Flesh sacrifice.
Glory is mine.
Always a good way to go. Then we will go for a good movement of 1 AP in this direction. Then I believe we are not quite close enough, unfortunately. That's alright, we'll go for another 1 AP movement. Now there is an issue with this arena, because over here you'll see there is a chest here and a chest here. The problem is you can only get them whilst in this battle. I don't think there's any other way to get into this arena. So if you want to, you can send one of your units over there, but then you're a unit short and chances are you'll get destroyed. So I'm not going to worry about those chests, they're not too important. But look how beautiful this freaking cavern is. Oh my goodness, I've never looked around this room. Okay, so what we can do is we can backlash. Realistically, I want to get Alyssa, so I'm actually going to take another 1 AP move because Alyssa is very dangerous, to be honest. And I want to get up to her as quick as possible to try and prevent her from doing too much damage. We can't get behind her, unfortunately, but that's alright because we can still take a few lovely stabs at her and then end our turn. And if she tries to move, we know that we have the opportunist ability now. Sugary noops. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I didn't know she was going to throw dust at us. Luckily, she didn't blind Fane, but she did blind the other two, which is a bit unfortunate. Also going to make a poison totem right there. Lovely, the poison totem takes a nice shot. And we also have the boulder throw ability, which is great. We're actually going to slow this dog down with that, and then we're going to take a whack at Viral, the Avid One. Now this girl is going to attempt to have a go. She's going to use Armor of Frost on herself. and searing daggers on me. That's actually not too bad. I feel like she normally does more. We are super duper blind, which isn't good at all. We're gonna move 2 AP in this direction. And oh, you're kidding me, we're so close. That's ridiculous how close we are. Okay, we'll just encourage then. And then we will move a bit that way just to get a bit closer. And now it's the Danger Boy's turn. He's encouraging. And that's all he's doing. That's actually really good for us. Again, the Red Prince sadly is blinded. But if we can do a 2 AP move here, although we can't see, we can still hit.
Prepare yourself.
Or not. Apparently we can't hit. Okay, dog is taking a bite at the Red Prince. That's alright though. Can I get behind this lady? I guess I can. Does this count as a backstab? No, it doesn't. That's a bit annoying. That's alright though. Now this girl is gonna have a go, but we got a bunch of attack of opportunities on her, so she probably shouldn't have moved. Apparently she got quite a lot of attack off there though. It's a bit annoying, but we will cast an oil totem to take shots at her, and we will also buff our incarnate once again. Lovely. Then we can walk a bit closer, because luckily we did not get blinded. Okay, what's this girl gonna do now? Fossil Strike on me and herself. Ooh, a backstab attack of opportunity is always exciting. Now we are no longer blind, so we can slow this lady right here. And then I don't think technically any of my guys are in the oil except for the oil totem, but that's all right. We'll fire 2 thingos at her, and 1 at him. Lovely. Now we did just destroy our oil totem, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that is a big fire spot. Oh, that was terrible. He just downed 3 of our guys, I'm pretty sure. That is like the worst thing he could have done to us. It's alright though, it's alright. We just killed Rex, Oh, you're fading already? How are you that weak? Okay, I am going to 100% get into the backstab position. We have got to try and take out Alyssa. Let's go for a flurry. So a bunch of attacks. Oh, we didn't get the kill though. This isn't good. She is restoring herself. All the attack of opportunity. Don't attack me. Oh, damn it. Sabeel is down. This guy, he's a dangerous boy. I had all my people lined up in a straight bloody row. That sucks. Okay, let's throw a projectile at him, I think that's the best way to go, and then get as close as we can. Although we can't attack him, unfortunately. Our poison totem will attack him. And then we can go for a crippling blow on him. Lovely. And then an actual stab as well. Now, Alyssa, I knew she was the dangerous one, and even though we got Sabeel up there, we couldn't do enough with her, unfortunately. And these enemies, they are dangerous. Now, luckily, I don't think it matters if we die. I don't think we need to use a resurrection scroll because we are in this special arena. Now, I can't quite reach Alyssa, but I can reach Gadian. And Gadian cannot be targeted by teleport because he's petrified. I did not know that was a thing. Okay, let's just attack him with the Staff of Magus then. There goes Gadian. Now we need to get close to Alyssa because, Losa is running low on the old health pot, isn't she? Can we get a fireball up there? Oh, maybe not. Yes, we can if we shoot it there. No, we can't. Okay. That was rather unfortunate. But we can Get a nice fossil strike up there at her. Can't hit her with that though. If we move 1 AP, can we? Yes, we can. Oh, that did a lot of damage. The poison totem is out of here. That is not great. We will use the Red Prince to move this direction. I don't think there's anything he can really do this turn. We are going to... Oh, I don't really want to end the turn though, do I? You know what we're going to do? We're going to go this way and then here to attempt to make him unseeable. Hopefully Alyssa can't see him. Now, I know there's only one of them left, but this is actually going to be quite a close battle. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh dear, we are actually struggling a little bit right here. Let's summon a fire totem. The more damage, the better. From totems, of course. Teleportation. We are not close enough to teleport the enemy to us. So we will just end our turn there. And the totems... Oh, there goes Losa. It's actually technically 1v1 now, which is terrifying. It's actually such a close battle right now, and I hate it. Okay, let's get nice and close with our incarnate. Oh, the totem helped us out so much there. I was actually really scared towards the end, but we won. All of our characters got res, and we were successful.
You prove yourself again and again and again.
That's right, guys. I may be the one.
The one should not be collared like a pet. I suggest you see the Tinkerer. You are capable of so much more.
So the Tinkerer is the girl we spoke to rather close to the beginning, who we were asking about the face removal mask. And she will remove our collar for us when we want it removed. So we got another award. Lovely jubbly. I will again... Oh, why is everyone split up suddenly? No, thanks. Now this reward we got, we will equip to the Red Prince. Then we will give Losa some gloves. We really should be focusing on getting armor now for Losa and Sabile, because they don't really have much going on. Now let's talk to this guy.
You cannot
Well
harm the
done.
one.
Very well done. Tell me, what is your strategy in battle? You do not fight like others I have seen.
Tell him you plan each strike with great care, assessing your opponent's strengths and
The
weaknesses.
strategist. And yet you are not too circumspect to land the killing blow. A dangerous combination.
It's my nickname, The Dangerous Combination. It's a bit of a weird nickname, but I roll with
I
it.
will keep my eye on you. The good one.
The good eye. So do you have a funky eye, do you? I can't tell.
We will yet reveal the one.
I am the one. What are you talking about, lady? That's 100% me. Considering I'm actually the only one that survived too. Where's that dog running off to? That seems a bit scary. Oh, that was a good successful battle right there. Boys and girls. Can we... Now, my next question. Can we find this freaking lever? Hello? Lever. Lever. I swear it's meant to be like right here.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar
Oh, here
of
we
the
are.
7 gods.
You have to click on the shrine, of course. Notice the button with a more described and press its worn surface.
You hear a strange sound, like rusted hinges creaking and air rushing through a tunnel. A hatch appears behind the shrine.
A hatch appears behind the shrine, that's right. Nice little hatch right here. Let's take a hatch to the underground. And there is some sick stuff as soon as we enter. Don't talk to me, Sir Laura. I didn't mean to talk to you. Open that crate, please. Thank you. Got 600 XP for coming down here. We didn't even do anything. How good is that? So you now notice, of course, we are underground, which is kind of terrifying. We are no longer in the main area where everyone can access of Fort Joy. And there is a chest with a wooden figurine, a long branch, and some foul trousers, who we will definitely equip to Losa. And make sure that you already have some trousers on. And a shrine to Amadia.
And you recognize her. You knew her before you were entombed. How strange that such an old face should face you now.
Now, we will learn who Amadia is later on, believe it or not, the shrine. But since this is a shrine, it means it is a waypoint, so we can teleport here at any point.
You step towards the flow, desiring more, wanting desperately for it to take you, and darkness envelops you.
So, yep, now we can teleport here at will, which basically means we don't have to worry too much about getting in here. Now we're going to attempt to pick this lock. I realise that we don't have much thievery on anyone yet, so that is a bit of a shame. It's actually alright though, because we can get back down or into that room rather easily from other locations. So for now we will head back up this way. And we're actually going to see where that other hatch we discovered leads. Now you may be asking, which hatch? Remember when we went and spoke to our good friend Migo? That's right, we discovered a hatch on the way there, so we'll go down to that hatch and see where that leads, because I can't, off the top of my head, remember. There we are. I believe this is actually, we're lagging a little bit, the other side. Yes, it actually connects to that cavern we were in before. And this is actually kind of exciting because I don't think I've ever entered this part of the game from this direction, because you can get here from multiple places. So yeah, this is exciting for both you and me. There is a tattered note sitting here. Let's attempt to pick that up, shall we? And have a bit of a read if we get a chance. I made it this far. Now there's only a little length of ground to cover. I heard them talking, these strange creatures. One is a royal, I believe. The others, her disciples. But from what I can tell, they've been locked down here a long time. My strategy is stealth. I'll sneak past them during one of the royal's more impassioned speeches, and they'll likely not even notice me. Home, to Carvo, to Rusket, to my farm again. Lovely jovely. I also did just realise one of our characters, the Red Prince in fact, has a contamination skill book, which would do best to be sent to Losa, as she is technically our geomancer. Now she has the contamination ability. One more ability added to the arsenal is always a good thing. Hello! Oh, it is a fire slug.
Trespassing in the princess's royal court.
Scholar, marvel at the creature's language ability and ask how it can speak in this manner.
Well, how do you think? I have a mouth, don't I?
I suppose you do, let's be honest. I'm not... no. Say that you're not quite sure there's something there that might be a mouth.
You would be wise to leave here. My princess is already in a foul mood. To have an uninvited guest show such ignorance would only inflame her further.
Say you need to find a way of escaping this island. You have to press ahead.
You've been warned. Few who displease her royal highness live to make amends.
As if it's usual for creatures like itself to have royalty.
The creature quivers with indignation.
We were not always like this. We were once a proud, upright people like yourself. Our princess was betrothed to marry Brachus Rex, the Source King.
So she's been here for a while then, because we know Brachus Rex is technically classed as ancient history. But did something happen between the princess and Brachus?
My princess was to marry that vile cur. But instead he took exception to her outspoken nature. He cursed her and all of her retinue, including me. Now we are trapped here like this, until Brachus relents.
That's a bit of a... Like, Brachus is incredibly powerful to be able to put all these spells on people, like Withermore and these slugs, and it lasts after his death and just doesn't go away. That's crazy. Brachus was vanquished long ago. He won't be lifting any curses in the near future.
The tyrant has fallen? Why then my princess is free to do as she pleases. Be sure to tell her it'll brighten her mood to no end.
Good to know. Thank you, Fire Slug, for giving us some ammunition to use. But before we do that, guys, we are going to end this episode of Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition off here. If you guys are enjoying this epic series as much as I am, make sure to leave a like, let me know what you think, and peace out everybody. I hope you enjoyed.